My name is Novaline Tigingap and I will present the local history of Municipality of Gataran. Welcome to Municipality of Gataran. In the place where Gataran lies today were three former ecclesiastical towns, Nasiping, Dumun, and Gataran proper. Nasiping is the oldest among the three, founded on June 15, 1596, with Santa Catalina as the patron saint. Dumun was founded on May 24, 1598 and Gataran is on May 20, 1623. Since each of these towns had few inhabitants and had only one priest to administer to their religious needs, they were merged for ecclesiastical convenience into one municipality in 1877. By virtue of diocesan order from the Bishop of Nueva Segovia, Lalo, Fray Francisco Suejos was the first gobernadorcillo. During the Spanish era, the natives grew spiritually, but with the American era, they grew educationally and the inhabitants assimilated more sophisticated lifestyle. Under the Commonwealth era, Commonwealth government first municipal mayor was Melancio Adviento, who began the construction of the present municipal building. The building was finished during the term of the next mayor, Attorney Hipólito Manda. 4 months after its inauguration, World War II broke out. During the Japanese era, the Japanese forces occupied the town and all records, cadastral, titles, and other were confiscated by the invading forces. With the coming of the Americans to adding Filipino soldiers under the Philippine Commonwealth Army and Philippine Constabulary, the whole province was liberated from the Japanese forces. In 1947, the first election of Republic made Delfino Liban the mayor, and administration marked the building of roads in the barrios, improvements of the streets, and others. In 1950, the barrios of Gataran to the west of Cagayan River was separated to form the town of Lasab. In the classical era, Gataran used to be the home of hunter-gardeners who specialized in hunting mollusks. These hunter-gardeners have stockpiled their leftover mollusk shells in numerous sites in Gataran and neighboring Lalo, until eventually the shells formed into largest stock of shell-midden site in the entire Philippines. In 2006, the shell-midden site of Gataran and Lalo were included in the UNESCO tentative list for World Heritage Site inclusion, a step closer to becoming a World Heritage Site. The shell-midden sites are currently being conserved by the local government from looting to preserve the outstanding Universal Valley. The Gataran municipality has a land area of 707.50 square kilometers or 273.17 square miles, which constitute 7.53% of Cagayan's total area. Its population, as determined by the 2022 census, was 58,874. These represent 4.64% of the total population of Cagayan province or 1.60% of the overall population of the Cagayan Valley region. The population density is computed at 83 inhabitants per square kilometer or 216 inhabitants per square mile. And now, we will tackle about the Gataran's historic spot and tourist landmarks. Lalo and Gataran Shell-Middens. Neolithic shell-midden sites are located along the banks of the Cagayan River in the municipalities of Lalo and Gataran, about 500 kilometers northeast of Manila. The shell-dense midden are in varying size and extent, and made up of one of freshwater clams. Batisa Childrenny. The Magapi Protected Landscape is a protected area of forested limestone and hills, and grassland in the Cagayan Valley of Northern Luzon Islands in the Philippines. It covers an area of northeastern Cagayan province straddling the municipalities of Lalo and Gataran. The Tanglagan Falls. It is found in the deepest part of the forest of Tanglagan, Gataran, Cagayan. Waters are clear and tourists were attracted to bath on its water. It has 2 floors. When in on the top, the water is cold and gets hot as it flows down to the lower level. The Panagsalukag Festival. It is the official festival of Gataran, Cagayan. It honors the Gataran people's hard work and dedication as a community. It also displays the townspeople's rich cultural legacy and religion, particularly in farming, which has been the main source of income for the majority of population since its conversion to a town. The event commemorates Hispanic and post-Hispanic customs up to the early years of new millennium. It focuses on the action of Gatareño farmers, who represent the townspeople's simplicity and diligence. With Gataran being largely agricultural territory, it is stated that this farm festival is held in November, when everyone gathers to thank the Almighty for good harvest, via its patron Saint Catherine of Alexandria. The Panagsalukag Festival, dubbed a farm festival, promotes the technique and products of Gataran farmer throughout the year, culminating in joyful harvest celebration. However, it is in the action of the farmer that Gataran takes place in its people dedication and industriousness. Django Festival. This commemorates centuries-old religious and cultural tradition based on the life of Saint Michael. Saint Michael is an archangel, a spiritual warrior in the battle of good versus evil. He is considered a champion of justice, a healer of the sick, and a guardian of the church. In art, Saint Michael is depicted with a sword, a banner, or scale, and it's often shown vanquishing Satan in the form of dragon. This is the end of our discussion. Thank you for watching.